but you can say that this number of protons are same, right? But number of neutrons and number of that means atomic mass number, they are different. And you if you see the stable isotope, the stable element is having more percentage or abundance in the nature. That means unstable isotopes of, for example, chlorine 35, chlorine 17 is stable isotope, 1H1 is stable isotope of hydrogen, like that. So they have more percentage in the, they occur in the nature in abundant quantity, and other isotopes which are unstable in nature, they are having very small quantity, 1%, 0.1%, like this. Okay, as compared to 98% of stable isotope, like this. Okay, so the stable element, as the nature's law follows, stability is followed by everyone, right? Everything, everyone. So these are supposed to be non-living things, so they also follow the stability law, right? So stable isotopes, they are in abundant quantity in the nature, they are found in nature in abundant quantity, and other are very less quantity. So isotopes जो unstable है वो बहुत कम मात्रा में पाए जाते हैं. Now solve this problem based on that. Consider this nucleus, read it carefully, and which option is correct, tell me. Palladium is given, nucleus of palladium. Which one of the following statement is true?
C.
C. This isotope contains 143 neutrons and 91 protons. Right. How do you solve that? By observing this nuclei. What does this nuclei tell us? Z equal to 91 and A equal to 234. Now what does it mean? Z equal to 91 means number of proton equal to 91, and number of neutron we can calculate by using A minus Z formula, right? So 234 minus 91. So what we get is 143, right? Right. So what is which option will be right here? This isotope contains 143 neutrons and 91 protons. ये तो wrong है, ये भी wrong है. 91 neutrons तो हो ही नहीं सकते. So this option is also wrong. And this isotope contains an equal number of protons and neutrons, वो भी wrong होगा. Just by observing the given nucleus, we can calculate, right? So this is the case. You have to just, if you know the nuclide representation and the calculation, n equal to A minus Z, this formula, then you can easily calculate and choose the right option. But आपको यही पता नहीं कि what does it represent, then you cannot solve this question. Okay. Next question. What is the difference between atomic number and atomic mass number? Read the options.
B.
Ma'am, B.
B. The mass number is the atomic number plus the number of neutrons, right? पहला ऑप्शन क्यों wrong है? Because mass number is not number of neutrons, but it is addition of number of neutrons and number of protons. इसलिए पहला ऑप्शन wrong हो गया. ये सही है. Let us check the others. The mass number is the atomic number plus the number of electrons. ये भी wrong है. मास नंबर क्या होता है? एटॉमिक नंबर प्लस नंबर ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन्स होना चाहिए. तो ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, इसलिए रॉन्ग है. द एटॉमिक नंबर एंड मास नंबर आर नॉट रिलेटेड इन एनी वे. ये भी रॉन्ग है, बिकॉज दे आर रिलेटेड बाय दिस फॉर्मूला ए इक्वल टू जेड प्लस एन. दैट इज क्या है ये? नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स प्लस नंबर ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन्स. सो दे आर रिलेटेड टू एटॉमिक मास नंबर. The mass number and the atomic number are exactly the same thing. ये तो बिल्कुल गलत है. They have different concepts, right? So ये सारे ऑप्शन गलत हो गए. Second option B is right.
मैम,
Yes.
अगर ऐसा लिखा होता कि द मास नंबर इज नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन प्लस नंबर ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन, तो राइट होता क्या?
Mass number is yes number of neutron plus
इलेक्ट्रॉन.
नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. नहीं, वो भी हम लिख सकते हैं, राइट? बिकॉज नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड नंबर ऑफ प्रोटॉन्स दे आर इक्वल, राइट? सो आप प्रोटॉन को रिप्लेस करेंगे इलेक्ट्रॉन से तो वो चलेगा, बिकॉज टेक्निकली इट इज नॉट रॉन्ग. ऑप्शन इज नॉट रॉन्ग. बट जब हम लिखते हैं फॉर्मूला में ए इक्वल टू जेड प्लस एन ही लिखते हैं, राइट? जब आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो टेक्निकली वो सही है, उसको रॉन्ग नहीं बोल सकते.
मैम,
हाँ,
ये जो न्यूक्लियर प्रोसेस होते हैं उनमें इलेक्ट्रॉन का कोई रोल नहीं होता क्या?
होता है, बट जो आउटसाइड वाले इलेक्ट्रॉन है ना उनका नहीं होता है. बट जब when the decay process occurs, they happens in radioactive nucleus, then proton gets converted into neutron, जो कि हमारे लिए नई बात है ना? We don't know. Proton gets converted into neutron also by emission of one electron, right? So nucleus से भी electrons emit होते हैं, and those electrons are called as beta particles, right? Beta particles are nothing but electrons, and they are produced in the nucleus itself by converting one proton into one neutron, like this. Sorry, one. हाँ बोलो.
न्यूक्लियस में इलेक्ट्रॉन मतलब आता कैसे, मतलब मास या फिर चार्ज?
नहीं, वो बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स प्रोसेस है. in a within a fraction of second those conversion takes place. continuous चालू रहता है वो conversion यहाँ से वहाँ. there are other charge particles also, muons, वो सब है उसमें. तो अभी पूरा वो समझा नहीं सकते हैं. we'll go step by step. रेडियो एक्टिविटी आएगा तो थोड़ा मैं समझा दूंगी आपको, ठीक है?
ओके मैम.
Okay, so we will now see the next topic, that is इसके थोड़े examples हम लेते हैं to calculate a nucleus. I will write here. You just take pen paper and calculate. For example, calculate number of neutrons in each nuclide. Calculate number of neutrons
18 first and 18 second.
Yes. तो ये ओरली आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं बिकॉज 15 माइनस 7 ही करना है, सो दैट विल बी नंबर ऑफ न्यूट्रॉन्स. कितना आ रहा है? 8. 15 माइनस 7 8. यहाँ पे भी
8.
नाउ दिस n and this n is different. This is for number of neutrons. You can write small n also. Okay. This is nitrogen. Nitrogen nuclide consists of 7 protons and 8 neutrons, right? So this way we can calculate number of neutrons. एक और ले लो. This is beryllium. Right, N.
Ma'am, in third 5
Right.
and in fourth 107.
107.
107. Right. 180 minus 73. Okay. So easily you can write. You can calculate. Let me share another. It's a list of nuclides. I will take out that. There. Okay, I will share it later on. नहीं दिख रहा है मुझे list. It is in book. Okay, got it. Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
So composition of some common nucleides. This is the list. It is given in your notes. Z equal to atomic number and neutron number, and total number is mass number. So a list of common nucleides they are given, starting from hydrogen, deuterium, then helium, lithium. Two isotopes of lithium are there, 6,3 and 7,3. You can see here number of neutrons are different. Okay. And going to unstable nuclides, uranium 235, 238. Z equal to 92, same here. (92), right? Hg matlab, which nuclide is this?
Mercury.
Mercury, right? Copper, सोडियम, ऑक्सीजन, नाइट्रोजन, कार्बन के दो हैं, बोरॉन, 2 isotopes are there, like this. Okay. So there are different isotopes. Here calculation is also given. So very easy calculation. You can easily solve that. Okay. So you see here about 76% of chlorine nuclei have N equal to 18 and the other 24% have N equal to 20. So out of these two isotopes of chlorine, abundant is the nuclide having N, that is number of neutrons equal to 18, and others 24s they are having 20, number 20, right? Like this. So the stable nuclides are having more number of, sorry, what is the application of using these isotopes? So using isotopes, the ancient climate it was, किसका mic on हो गया? So ancient climate, that means ancient era. In what era that was found, that can be determined by using this kind of isotopes, that is called as dating, right? So this sample of ice, it is given in the picture. You can see the scientist is working on this piece of ice that is collected from the Antarctic region. Sample of ice from Antarctica was deposited tens of thousands of years ago, right? So nobody is alive from that era, but by observing by studying the isotopes in that artifact or here the piece of ice, the scientists come to know that in which year that was formed. So the deeper the sample, the further in the past the ice was deposited, right? On that ice, layer by layer, more ice was deposited, right? So deeper the ice, then it must be further in the past the ice was deposited. Like this, the scientists get conclusion. Most of the water molecules in the ice contains oxygen isotope 16O8 stable, but a small percentage contain the heavier isotope O18H. That means this is that isotope which contains very small quantity, but most is the stable isotope 16O8. So the ratio of this stable isotope with this radioactive isotope get decayed, right? So the percentage will vary. This will not decay. Stable will remain same. The percentage will remain same, but this will vary. So according to the years, number of years, half lifetime of that molecule, that isotope, that is known to us. So according to that, the scientists come to know that what percentage is decayed, and from that they take out the conclusion that what must be the year in which that was deposited, right? So water molecules that contain the lighter isotope evaporate more readily but condense less readily than water molecules that include the heavier isotopes. So these are heavier isotopes. Heavier in the sense, yes, their atomic mass number is more. Here 18, here 16. This is called lighter. And these processes vary with temperature. Measuring the ratio of this heavier to lighter in an ancient ice sample thus allows scientists to determine the average ocean temperature at that time the sample was deposited. Right? It changes with temperature. So scientists also measure the amount of atmospheric carbon dioxide that was trapped in the ice when it was deposited. So various types of studies are being taken out on that sample of ice taken out deeply from the Antarctic, right? These observations have helped confirm the idea that high atmospheric CO2 concentrations go hand in hand with high temperatures, a key principle for understanding 21st century climate change. Right? So climate change study is also being taken out by just observing their concentrations, different isotopes. So the study of isotope is very necessary. Okay. 1 minute. So this process is called as dating process. You can see here, it is to be preserved in proper atmosphere. That is one example. There are so many examples. In ancient times, the Harappan Sanskriti, Harappan civilization, lot of wooden artifacts were buried under the soil. So the excavation has been undertaken by the archaeological survey department's people, and they found out many artifacts, even jewelry and all. They then study those with the help of this isotope study, right? And that is very helpful. In the research area, historical research is going on everywhere, all over the world. डायनासोर वगैरह का आपने देखा सुना होगा. Their bones and all. Now this is the another table which gives the masses of some common atoms, including their electrons. So you can see here neutral atomic masses for some common nucleides. Hydrogen, atomic number Z, Z is 1, and neutron number is 0 because there is no neutron in stable isotope of hydrogen. What is atomic mass here in AMU? Atomic mass unit. It is given by U. You can see here. This is the unit of to measure the atomic mass. 1.007825. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 digits after decimal. Because it matters at atomic level, right? We cannot approximate it. It should be written as it is. So when we take any atomic mass unit mass of any nuclide, you have to write all the digits. Okay, don't round off it. What is mass number A for the hydrogen? 1, and this is 1.007825. Okay, but for approximation, for some purposes, for some calculation, we can take A, that is mass number A, nearly equal to M in atomic mass unit U. Atomic mass measured in AMU is nearly equal to its mass number A. So for some approximation, we can take this because ये nearly equal है 1, 1.00 something, 2, 2.01, 3, 3.01, 3, 3.01, like this, right? You can compare. Everywhere we can see that this whole number Z is nearly equal to its atomic mass number, right? Left hand side is equal to this one. Okay, so in some calculations we can take A nearly equal to M. Boron, there are 2 isotopes, 10 and 11, right? So you can see their masses are also varied accordingly. 10.01, 11.00, and nearly equal to their mass number. Okay. Carbon 12C and carbon 13C, you can see here atomic mass is different, and accordingly their mass number is also different, but their atomic number is same, 6 and 6, right? Oxygen also, these are 2 isotopes, 3 isotopes, 16, 17 and 18. Atomic number is same, Z equal to 8. Number of neutrons are different and mass number is different, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So all these are taken from the nuclear physics paper written by these 3 gentlemen. Okay. So from here you can calculate and write, you can make a table like this of other elements also. These are some of the elements, common elements. Okay, same table. There are so many elements in periodic table naturally occurring. One element is represented in the periodic table, right? But they that element may have 5, 7 isotopes also. Okay, some I think gold also has many isotopes. Do you know number of isotopes of gold? कितने हैं? Known isotopes? एग्जैक्ट नंबर मुझे भी याद नहीं है. एनीबडी नोज गोल्ड के कितने आइसोटोप्स है? हमें स्टेबल ही पता है जिससे क्या बनाते हैं, ज्वेलरी बनाती है, राइट. Many artifacts are also made up of gold. तो वो स्टेबल आइसोटोप है गोल्ड का. अदर आइसोटोप्स they are not stable, though they are found in less quantity. Now the nucleon number A इससे पहले हम ये दूसरा कुछ देखते हैं. कंपोजिशन, properties of nuclei. We will see that and then we will go to mass energy equivalence. कि 1 AMU equal to कितना kg, that we will calculate later on. Let us go to previous slides. Yes. Now atomic यहाँ तक हो गया था ना. So composition we have seen. Now let us see what is nucleus size, how it is calculated. In properties of nucleus, first property we will see size of nucleus. Now how size of nucleus can be determined? Now by Rutherford's alpha scattering experiment, the radius it was concluded that there should be a massive hard core at the center of the atom. That massive hard core was called as nucleus, right? So in the nucleus there are two types of particles, protons and neutrons. So whatever radius of that nucleus, the nuclear radius is found to be of the order of 10 raised to power minus 14 meter. 10 to the power minus 14 meter. So by calculation, mathematical calculation, R, that is radius of nucleus, is found to be 10 to the power minus 14 meter. So how they come to know that there is the shape of the nucleus is round, circular, spherical in shape? So there are numerous experimental observations and the theoretical models by which scientists concluded that the nucleus is round in shape and hence it has radius, spherical in shape. So R equal to, and what is the order? R equal to 10 raised to power minus 14 meter, right? And size of the atom is, what is the order? Do you know? Atomic size, it is of the order of 10 raised to power minus 10 meter. That means Armstrong unit. It is also called as Armstrong unit. So this is size of atom. Atom is also assumed to be spherical in shape. You know that. And nucleus is also assumed to be, it was proven by various mathematical models also. So R equal to 10 raised to power minus 14 meter for nucleus. For atom, it is 10 raised to power minus 10 meter, right? What is the difference between these two sizes? Almost 10,000, right? 10 raised to power 4. Difference is 10 raised to power 4, right? Who is bigger? Nucleus is bigger or atom is bigger?
Atom.
Atom.
Yes, because nucleus is at the center of atom. But this number is bigger. 14 is bigger than 10. Then
Ma'am, minus.
minus sign is there, right? So which number is smaller and which is bigger? This number 10 raised to power minus 14 meter is smaller than 10 raised to power minus 10 meter, right? So what is the difference? Almost 10,000. So you can imagine that nucleus is very small and the atom is so bigger, very big than atomic size is bigger than the nucleus size. And what is there inside this around this nucleus? Empty space. Just imagine a small ball-like structure. 10,000 times bigger is the atom, and it's a vast empty space around this nucleus. And in this empty space, the electrons, they are revolving, right? Big ground for electrons to play, है ना? In Mumbai, we come to know the value of space, है ना? छोटे छोटे घरों में रहना पड़ता है. There is no open space to walk or to play. Scarcity of empty space is there. But atom में देखो कितना बड़ा है space. छोटा सा nucleus and 10,000 times atom, है ना? But ये हमें दिखने में बहुत छोटा है because what is the size? You can see 10 raised to power minus 10 meter or 10 raised to power minus 14 meter, even smaller. Okay? So, but electron के लिए काफी बड़ी जगह है ना? Because electrons are बहुत उसका size 10 raised to power किस में जाता है? Minus
19.
वो क्या है? एटम का इलेक्ट्रॉन का साइज है क्या? वो चार्ज है. 10 raised to power minus 19 कूलोम क्या है? वो चार्ज है ना? मास कितना है उसका? इलेक्ट्रॉन का मास कितना है? (9.1 into 10 raised to power कितना है?
-7.
नो. इलेक्ट्रॉन का मास कितना होता है? 9.1 into 10 raised to power -31 kg. ओके. और ये जो आप -19 बोल रहे थे वो चार्ज है कूलोम में. तो -31 मतलब और भी छोटा हो गया, एकदम छोटा रहता है इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो इट इज जस्ट फॉर योर इंफॉर्मेशन कि ये साइज का हमें वी कैन इमेजिन द साइज हाउ दे आर going from very lighter to bigger size. Okay, so this R, that is radius of nucleus, it is given by this formula R equal to R naught a raised to 1/3. Okay, where R naught is the proportionality constant and it is called as nuclear radius parameter. Nuclear radius parameter, and its value is 1.2 into 10 raised to power -15. Now 10 raised to power -15 has some specific unit. 10 raised to power -15 को क्या बोलते हैं? Anybody knows? Fermi, femtometer or Fermi, 1.2 Fermi. In the honor of scientist Fermi, this unit is derived, 1.2 Fermi. Okay, so this is the constant value, and you can say that R is directly proportional to A raised to 1 by 3, where A is what? Atomic mass number. So if you know any elements or nucleides atomic mass number, you can easily calculate its radius, nucleus radius. Okay, so because this is constant, R0 is constant, and what is needed is the number of न्यूक्लियॉन्स, दैट इज एटॉमिक मास नंबर, वो आपको पता चलता है अगर आप ऐसा इक्वेशन लिखते हैं O16H, right? From this A equal to 16, you come to know, just substitute here 16 and 1.2 into 10 raised to power minus 15. So you can calculate radius of oxygen nuclide like this. Okay, so the knowledge of only A is required to calculate radius of oxygen. Radius of any nuclide for that matter, right? So same way we can calculate nuclear charge. This is the radius. So this is first property. What is the, okay, it's time for next lecture. Take a break. Okay, other properties we will see in the next lecture. How many students are there? 42. इसी इसमें है आपका नेक्स्ट लेक्चर, इसी रूम में है.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But I will end the meeting. You join it again because फिर आपको मुझे ये